Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make him a throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make up what I seen to make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. They give man throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta and sell out. I sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the price. You might throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
even though the clothes are wet. Right. Hello everyone. This live is just, today I felt touched by something that I saw when I went to Parity, which is my community. And some of the folks there, they just want common stuff like dry clothes and shoes, because all they had left was the clothes that they were wearing on the night of the hurricane. Everything is gone. So just the simplest thing as dry clothes, water, shoes. I mean, a lot of our stuff were wet, and they still wanted it so that they can dry it. So my sister, and others of us gave them what we could give them. Even though the clothes were wet, they wanted it so they can go dry to put on. So whoever is out there, you have men, you have children, you have women, whatever you have that can donate. Trust me, Parity really need it. I'm not saying other communities, but that's where I'm from, and that's where I went to, and I saw the situation, and it was really, really touching. Common thing like water, they were asking for because they're so thirsty. So anybody that can assist, with just the basic stuff, they would really appreciate it. Yeah? Do you want to share anything, Nikita?
Hi, good night, guys. So as Auntie Masha said earlier, we would really appreciate the help for our communities, for Parity, Black River, but we're just basically talking for Parity right now because that's where we're from, and I'm telling you, they need the help. So if you guys can help in any way, any form or any way, anything is really appreciated right now. Thank you.
Y'all, if you're driving, you can just drive around there. You don't have to give anybody. You can just drive around there, and donate whatever you can donate. Because some persons, they don't even have a place to put their head. Trust me. Their houses are totally gone. It's really, really heart-rending to see the community and the situation. Some persons are just sitting down. They don't know what to do. With their hands at their jaw, thinking. And I can only imagine what is going through their mind, because we still have a house that we can clean out. We can wash the wet stuff. I mean, our appliances also are, all gone and stuff. But we're still giving thanks because we have a house that we can clean out. But there are some persons that don't even have somewhere to lay their head. Trust me. So whoever can assist, whatever, it doesn't matter how small it is. Don't think it's too small. If you don't want it, just drive around there if you can and bring some dry clothes, shoes, slippers, whatever you can, and just, they will really appreciate it. Some water, some little, simple things. Dry stuff.
Yeah,
they would really appreciate it. I know other communities too, but I can only speak for Parity, as I said before, because that's my community, and we visited it a few times, and why, it's not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight at all, So I just felt compelled to make this video, as maybe some persons don't really know what's going on, but Parity really needs the help. A lot of people lost their roofs as well, that will need assistance in putting back their roofs on. A lot of people lost their livelihood. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy, and this is going to be it's going to take a long time for Parity to really bounce back. Trust me. The state that I saw Parity in, it's going to take a very, very long time. Right now, we can't even coming in, drive in from Crane Road, because two sections of Priority Road, Person 2 and the C is on the road. So we can't even drive from that side. So it's impossible. So peak of views. We went through Watchwell, Williamsfield, went down to Hilltop Hill, down to Parity. That's where we had to drive. So it's gonna take a long time and it's gonna take a lot of work. But I know as a community we can come together and we can make it work. As I said, it doesn't matter how small it is, they will really appreciate. If it's even some water, they will appreciate. If it's just something mackerel or some corned beef or sardine, any little thing that, because for now people are not able to cook properly, because stove gone, house gone, so, and they don't have anywhere to store anything, so dry goods, crackers, and that sort of thing. So reach out, help someone. All right, guys, and I know we can do this. Thank you so much.
Globalists, good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Quite an unusual start, but I have to get that video of my community asking the government for help. Floyd Green, parts of your constituency need you. Parts of the constituency need you, Floyd Green. Parity can't see you. Oh, Lord Jesus. But what we're highlighting this morning is something that is often known of or heard of in disaster zone, whether it be a war or natural disaster. An semblance of pedophiles and predators will assemble themselves upon you by way of NGO, by way of the US Army. It's a conglomerate. It is a conglomerate of them from different, and you can just go and look at the reports that are out there. You can go and look at all the reports that are out there of all the abuse to children and women in zones of disaster, whether it be war or natural disaster. And we see some of these organizations are assembling themselves in our country. My appeal this morning to the child protection agencies of Jamaica, to the Jamaican people more so, protect our children. Protect our children. Pedophiles and child predators have assembled that. It's normally what they do in disaster zone. It's a thing that they do. There's a lot of report out there that you can go and read for yourself, where all of these abuse, this aid thing is being used to solicit sex from children in these zones. This is something, as Jamaicans, we ought to be aware of and look out for. Protect our children, Jamaica. Protect our children. Chink, Matt, Hag, and Dog assemble on us at the moment. Not everybody that assemble themselves upon us at the moment have 100% good intention. There are people who have good intentions with ulterior motives. And you ought to be careful. You ought to have your eyes wide open when it comes to looking after our children. But you heard Marsha Bennett spoke about how our community, or the road in our community, has been split. This happened in two different areas, but this is one of the area. I suspect the other area would be that one that took place, that burst out where we have where the river and the pond and the sea meets. We had one of that in the 1986 June flood, and that was pitchy patched and repair. I think possibly because there's a cave, there's an underwater cave. That one that burst out in 1986, there's an underwater cave under the dye tilt. So that went AWOL, and it created a huge opening. It created a river between the sea and the pond. And the same thing happened again in the community. But that doesn't say we're cut off completely, because you can access the parity end halfway from Black River, because there's a few people over on that side of it. And then you can access the rest of the community from Hilltop, or you can also access that part, that lower part of Lord, by boat from using the sea, or the pond high enough now, but the sea would be more advisable. But our MP, Floyd Green, as we said, party people and St. Elizabeth people will not understand what I'm saying until it's glaringly out in the public. Jamaica people will not, a lot of Jamaica people will not understand what I'm saying until it's glaringly out. That was where my cousin drowned last week, because the side of the community that is cut off, they have to, because what that rushing water that you see, that's water from the river going to the lake. The water cut river through the people them yard, make its own river through the people them yard. So they have to go back and forth to the community. They're great swimmers, but it's powerful water. You cannot topple nature. They're great swimmers, but them still have to use a rope to help them across, where them swim and them throw the rope to them and draw them across. But there are a lot of risky things. The way they mashed up our community, my people. The way they have destroyed our community. But what I want from some of you, is for you to go and ask your Google, does Jamaica has SDG cities? Does Jamaica have SDG cities? You can read for yourself. We don't want to know just follow what we are telling us. There are things that you can read for yourself. Information is out there. Does Jamaica have SDG cities? Jamaica doesn't have an official SDG city, but it is actively working to localize the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) in multi-municipalities, including pilot program and comprehensive monitoring. The country has incorporated the SDGs into its national framework, and specific cities are undertaking projects aligned with the goal, i.e., the SDG goals. SDG localized effort in Jamaica municipalities. Since 2016, several municipalities have implemented projects in line with SDGs. Here are examples of some initiative from the three pilot municipalities. Trelawney. Trelawney. Agriculture, economic development, and community-based tourism, including a project to provide startup capital and training farmers. St. Thomas, land use, planning the local economic development. The project focused on gathering data for local sustainable development to guide municipal growth. Montego Bay, waste reduction and management, a pre-feasibility study for the compositing facilities was conducted to address the solid waste issues. Ongoing nationwide SDG effort. Beyond the initial pilot, Jamaica is implementing a systematic approach to SDG monitoring at local government level through its national association, ALGAJ, with support from Commonwealth Local Government Forum. The Planning Institution of Jamaica also involves local government in SDG implementation and national planning through its 2030 Vision Jamaica framework. The ultimate goal is to enable all 14 municipal jurisdictions to track their progress on SDGs. I'm just showing you how much information you can find on Google on this issue. Another document you would want to pull is the United Nations document, Our Work on the Sustainable Development Goals in Jamaica. Because, like I said, I'm talk to the world globalist finance and me direct it as people are going on like when we vloggers talk, we just mischievous and we just make up brouhaha and all sorts and whatnot. But you can actually read, gather information, and tie things together. How the United Nations is supporting the Sustainable Development Goal in Jamaica. Remember, I told you it's a United Nations initiative that all your governments have signed up to. How much your governments have informed you is another side of the coin. Not that they have not signed up to it. Does China have SDG cities? Quite a few of them. Beijing, Shanghai, Hangzhou, Guangzhou, there's few of them. So China will be involved in this massive rebuilding of this city the Prime Minister proposed. Even though you can box the argument off when we say the hurricane was a man-made disaster to clear where they want to build that purpose-built city in Jamaica. Okay, you can clear that off. Ask yourself the question though, this city that they propose, where is the land coming from? Because you must be concerned about that. You must be concerned about the land to build the city, St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, world. You must be concerned about the land, even if the hurricane was an act of God or nature that incidentally gave the Prime Minister the clearing that they need for the city that they propose. Ask yourself the outside question, where is the land? You may ask yourself for the city of St. Elizabeth and the South Coast tourism that they're planning to develop. And I'm speaking particularly to Black River and Parity. Where is the land? The small space of Black River, the town, you cannot develop a third city in that small space. You have got to expand it, isn't it? Holding the ears to the ground. Listen out for the investors that will be coming to target your land. It has just started, Jamaica. The United Nations and its partners in Jamaica are working towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. 17 interconnected and ambitious goals which address Jamaica's major development challenges faced by people in Jamaica and around the world. Jamaica, which played an important role in shaping the Global 2030 agenda, established Vision 2030 as its framework for priority setting, seamlessly integrated the agenda with Jamaica's National Development Plan. So when you hear the Prime Minister talk about his national development, it's a cover argument to impose the United Nations 2030 agenda on us. The Prime Minister don't want to call it the 2030 agenda because when you understand the United Nations 2030 agenda, you understand its dictatorship ushered in. What the Prime Minister did to you, Jamaica, is flip the script and call it Vision 2030, Jamaica. Vision 2030. But Vision 2030 is really the United Nations 2030 agenda. The result, Jamaica Vision 2030, the medium-term socioeconomic policy framework and sectoral policy are strongly aligned with the SDG, the Sustainable Development Goals. The UN Caribbean Program and the UN Jamaica Program, also known as the Caribbean Implementation Plan for Jamaica, contains measurable activities which are also designed to advance action to the 2030 agenda. Each priority area is linked to a specific SDG. The roadmap to SDG implementation in Jamaica has been created to further accelerate the advance action towards the achievement of SDG in Jamaica. It is based on insight and information collected from consultations, bilateral meetings, and recommendations of the Economic Growth Council framework, the United Nations Development System support in the implementation of the 2030 Agenda, and seek to make available a set of tools, guidance, and expertise to government, civil society, and other partners. So when you see Nigel Clark insured Jamaica for catastrophe, we are understanding it now. They had to put the money aside, prepare the money to make sure that money is there to rebuild. Why didn't I told you Nigel Clark was promoted to the IMF because he has achieved fucking up Jamaica? I told you that when Nigel Clark left Jamaica. Jamaica was Nigel Clark's training ground to put the systems in place for the finances for the build back. The Sustainable Development Goals are globally call to action to end poverty. This is the lie. Protect the Earth's environment and climate, and ensure that people everywhere can enjoy peace and prosperity. Kindly note that the data visualization shown an aggregate of the Caribbean. To view the disaggregated data per country, please click on the name of the country or territory which you wish to explore. And you can click on the Jamaica and explore what you want to explore. My job is to try to get you all to wake up, because I say, we not think people really understand the danger what the Prime Minister placed within to create to implement the United Nations agenda. I don't think we understand much what they are doing to us, even though they are not telling us of these things. You see, the information are out there, my peeps. But those of you who think we're anarchists, we're propagandists, whatever ist and ologies and whatever you want to call us, can you not take the time to read? And if you're reading and you are not thinking, then you need to try another route. Because reading is supposed to activate your thinking. We are being sleepwalked, Jamaica, into an agenda that is not being explained to us. We are being sleepwalked into an agenda that is not being explained to us. Something that we don't agree with. Something that if we know that we are globally ushered into an open prison, if we realize that globally they're slowly ushering us into an open prison. I keep saying this all the time. I don't want some of you to wake up and be shocked. Why you think I relentlessly spoon-fed? And even when it's happening, people are still saying, me mad, propagandist, this is hate the prime minister, everything in blame upon the prime minister. What about your life and your children and your community where you love so well? Look at the ruins of our community in the very same spot. In the very same spot that they want to build their SDGs and they want to develop their South Coast tourism. And Your Holiness, Donald Trump and the United Nations, you may have killed a few of us. You may have our community lying in ruins. There is a spirit, though, and a soul in the Jamaican people. Try as you might, you're not going to break it that easily. We are unbreakable.
Guys,
All I ask for is unity. Depart from Labour Right and PNP and just shake up and turn out in a Jamaican all of a sudden. So, and then we can conquer them. Then they will have to be afraid of us because we understand what is going on and we're not going to allow them to push us somewhere and turn parity, middle class parity. I did middle class when we're fishing industry, before they mash up with fishing industry. Turn middle class Southwest St. Elizabeth. We build a big house out of fishing, farming and ganja. When you come down, they come mash way up. And at the same time, when I plan to build a city, same place, we want to come mash way up. And we don't fit talk, we don't want to blame God and nature. Me if blame God and nature. Me if blame we, say we become too wicked and God a show a sign. What happened to the wicked politician them? What happened to wicked Britain and America? Why God can't show Britain and America sign? There's nowhere you can find sexual immorality on this planet more than Britain and America. There's nowhere you can find criminality on this planet more than Britain and America. Their crime is documented. Their evil is documented. And God now punish them. Make God hate we so. After for them God allow them to carry through slavery. They who raped us on the plantation, they who murdered us, they who worked us for 400 years in trains on their plantation. You mean God not see them? God not see them. But God still come back. All when we are struggle, they can attack we Jamaicans. When I make bomb for Japan, baby. Oh, God, wicked, sir. If this is about God, don't you want to question why is it that God attack us and not Britain and America? If it's about wickedness and sexual immoralities, why God attack we and not Britain and America? Me not understand that. We don't can't break with spirit. We don't could tell lie upon with so much. We can't break with spirit.
guys, this is a documentary of the outside village. So here we have grandmother and the stepson, De Niro, using my dresser as, a shelter. See? We're drying our pillows. That's the mattress over there. We made a small line.
See? That's our kitchen over there. That's the table. That's our little shelter right there. We're trying to sort out stuff. Everything. You can see in the house, everything. Everything. That's over Jody, which part they get the chicken, they egg them from. Up this how we are with on. Yeah, see. Yes, over grandma there. This over grandma. The way out of Petersfield. The Jamar house, the Miss Donna. This a Marva house. River Broad. It is higher than that. It is higher than that. Is this for the yellow wall out there, sir? Oh, sorry. Yes, so the kitchen. The stove is still working. We cook on it. I try to tidy up. Yesterday go first. The roof yesterday go first. And then Abbey room. And then the bathroom. It's an Abbey room. So the washroom here, the bathroom. The water done. Look at the breadfruit tree. See that the breadfruit tree drop down. This is the boy them room. With the fridge and stuff.
Listen, Jamaica can rise from this rubble, but it demands unity. Jamaica can rise from this rubble, but it demands unity. I just want to highlight my community again, because the two purpose why I'm out here this morning, because I'm not able to feel well in my head. But I have to come highlight my community, as well as I have to highlight sexual exploitation and child predators and sexual predators at the moment. These are consequences of disaster zone. These activities, these abuse, these inhumane abuse normally carried out in disaster zone by these very NGOs and all these sort of helpers who come to help. Not everybody have good intention, as I said. Even those with good intention have ulterior motives. And we have to, at this moment, protect our children from the bunches of child predators assembled in Jamaica, from the U.S. Army to the separate NGOs that are coming. Just go and research them. The reports are out there of the child abuse they carried out in disaster zone in Africa and the Middle East. Mr. Cool and Deadly said my grandfather roof gone. So we have to prioritize our children's safety in this disaster zone at the moment. We have to make sure we keep our children close to us. We know that our country is involved in human trafficking, organ harvesting, child abuse, predatory pedophile. We need Jamaica to protect our children during this disastrous time, especially in the 6 parishes that were ravished by the demon that America, the United Nations, created and that Andrew Holness and Floyd Green signed off on. It's not an easy thing to tackle Jamaica when you're coming to term that this disaster, this devastation carried out on us was an attack by our own government. Easy for swallow. You know, easy to swallow when you know say no God has show you sign and your government carried out an attack on you. It's not easy.
No, even though the clothes are wet. Right. Hello, everyone. This live is just, today I felt touched by something that I saw when I went to Party, which is my community. And some of the folks there, they just want common stuff like dry clothes and shoes because all they had left was the clothes that they were wearing and the night of the hurricane. Everything is gone. So just the simplest thing as dry clothes, water, shoes. I mean, a lot of our stuff were wet and they still wanted it so that they can dry it. So my sister, and others of us gave them what we could give them, even though the clothes were wet, they wanted it so they can go dry to put on. So whoever is out there, you have men, you have children, you have women, whatever you have that can donate. Trust me, Parity really need it. I'm not saying other communities, but that's where I'm from and that's where I went to and I saw the situation. And it was really, really touching. Common thing like water, they were asking for because they're so thirsty. So anybody that can assist, with just the basic stuff, they would really appreciate it. Yeah? You want to share anything, Nikita?
Hi, good night, guys. So as Auntie Marsha said earlier, we would really appreciate the help for our communities, for Parity, Black River, but we're just basically talking for Parity right now because that's where we're from, and I'm telling you, they need the help. So if you guys can help in any way, any form or any way, anything is really appreciated right now. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're driving, you can just drive around there. You don't have to give anybody. You can just drive around there, and donate whatever you can donate. Because some persons, they don't even have a place to put their head. Trust me. Their houses are totally gone. It's really, really heart-rending to see the community and the situation. Some persons are just sitting down. They don't know what to do. Their hands at their jaw, thinking. And I can only imagine what is going through their mind because we still have a house that we can clean out. We can wash the wet stuff. I mean, our appliances are all gone and stuff, but we're still giving thanks because we have a house that we can clean out. But there are some persons that don't even have somewhere to lay their head. Trust me. So whoever can assist, whatever, it doesn't matter how small it is. Don't think it's too small. If you want it, just drive around there if you can and bring some dry clothes, shoes, slippers, whatever you can, and just they will really appreciate it. Some water, some little, simple things. Dry stuff.
Yeah,
they will really appreciate it. I know other communities too, but I can only speak for Parity, as I said before, because that's my community, and we visited it a few times, and boy, it's not a pretty sight at all, So I just felt compelled to make this video, because maybe some persons don't really know what's going on, but Parity really needs the help. A lot of people lost their roofs as well that will need assistance in putting back their roofs on. A lot of people lost their livelihood. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy, and this is going to be it's going to take a long time for Parity to really bounce back. Trust me. The state that I saw party is gonna take a very, very long time. Right now, we can't even drive in from Crane Road because two sections of Party Road, Person 2 and the C is on the road. So we can't even drive from that side. So it's impossible. So Peter Hughes, we went through Watchwell, Williamsfield, went down to Hilltop Hill, down to Parity. That's where we had to drive. So it's gonna take a long time and it's gonna take a lot of work. But I know as a community, we can come together and we can make it work. As I said, it doesn't matter how small it is, they will really appreciate. Even some water, they will appreciate. It's just something mackerel or some corned beef or sardine, any little thing that, because for now people are not able to cook properly, because stove gone, house gone, so, and they don't have anywhere to store anything, so dry goods, crackers, and that sort of thing. So reach out, help someone. All right, guys, and I know we can do this. Thank you so much.
Oh God, Lisa Hanna, the beauty queen, was on MSNBC with Al Sharpton. Lisa Hanna, the beauty queen, said the Prime Minister is on top of things. Maybe we should ask Miss Hanna, what things on top of you, he, she, the old lady? What is Andrew Holness on top of Lisa Hanna? You see how them provoke me peace? You see how them love.
Lisa, what are you seeing?
Lisa think this is a beauty competition? Labor right, Lisa Hanna. Because you play the labor right game, because I notice it for a long time. Them always push you out to defend Andrew Holness. And Jankro, you always come out disgracefully conduit. Jankro. Yes. You with the bad man and the drugs man and the gunman them. You always come out conduit. When them push you out because you're pretty and you know how to flaunt and wheel and twirl, can't deceive idiot like me. You don't say idiot, I had somebody for you to deceive Lisa Hanna, don't you? It is hard, Lisa Hanna, to deceive an idiot. It is what I am. See now go, nice talk me, muddle me out of this. On top of what, Lisa Hanna? You see how they love promote me peace? No, me say if we don't see how these pretty people, these bright people, love to provoke me peace. Wanna notice? Lord have mercy. The wickedness that these people team up against us and do to we. The wickedness that these people team up against us and do to. What Andrew Holness on top of Lisa Hanna? What the government on top of Lisa Hanna? You look a nasty friend around corner there. Yes, the old one where every young boy, Jarcho Vincent, if you want to find Babsy, you just go on a zinc fence. If you was a crayon Babsy, we could have go on every zinc fence to go find it, because every young boy, while the country is in a this year, make, the people of my community and parish can't get support. But dog shit, like academia, can organize a concert, who go fund the concert. And out of we own money, we want to say, Lord Jesus, you see how they love trouble me? No, me say if you not see how they love fuck around me when me get to me peace. Minister of Culture, Gender, Transgender and Sport and all of that. The only thing Babsy could do, let us celebrate The ritual has been achieved. We now have to pray to our evil gods and to cook and feast and eat and celebrate. Oh, no, how sacrifice go. Say after you commit the sacrifice, you have to keep one big feast. Somebody tell these bumbleclot idiot them now. So they understand. Is it too me don't have sense? Is it too me don't have sense? Go ask any Obia man. I mean, have only pa Obia man friend. And if you don't know any Obia man or any revival people, ask them. Ask them if after a sacrifice, you know, keep a big feast. Ask this morning. Listen to me, it's a stupid old so and so. Let's get back to the beauty queen. Pretty like. Let's get back to pretty like she.
Lisa, what are you seeing yourself and hearing from Jamaicans about the scope of the damage on the island?
First of all, thanks for having me on. Hi, Erwin. So the scope is devastating. It's unprecedented in terms of a crisis. But I just want to make it very clear that all of Jamaica is not decimated. It is the southwest and the northwest parishes that have basically, as I said before on one of your programs, been almost apocalyptic. So you have St. James, Hanover, places in Trelawney, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland that appear to have and certainly feel like it has had a nuclear bomb fall on it. But certainly Kingston was spared, and some of the central areas and the eastern part of Jamaica, which is still open. Certainly Kingston doesn't appear as if Melissa even came over. We have lost roofs in some places and electricity. I was listening to the lady and she's right, because the power lines are still down and we have no electricity in some of those places. It's difficult to pump water, but the government is on top of things. They have the army in place. There's been tremendous international aid that is coming.
My community would be in shock to hear Lisa Hannah say the government is on top of things. The army is in place. Where Miss Hannah? Miss Hannah where? Little girl, which part? See if you come out on your Instagram page, come wheel and twirl and dress up and flick your hair and do all of the fuckery and tell we which part. Which part, Lisa Hannah? Which part? Because just like the woman at Westmoreland, we will go meet them. You know, the woman at Westmoreland will tell them, so we will come meet on with the dead them. Which part the army them there, with resources, with the government there, we will go meet them. Just tell us which part we go meet them and we will go out there. Because we say the government on top of things and the army is there and the this and the that. Lisa Hannah. Lisa Hannah. Oh, you wicked, so little girl? Little girl, talk truth. Oh, you wicked, so? How much them pay you? To come out on America TV with wicked out sharp than him. I want to know wicked to you know. They say wicked people live long. Him I want to know that wicked. Come spread the propaganda when Westmoreland, Hanover, St. Elizabeth, Montego Bay, some of the worst hit era. I call out to the government, Lisa Hannah, for how much it is now. 7 days now, 6-7 days now for support Lisa Hannah. And you come out here, come tell America, say, can we attack to you know? I know we attack to. Lisa Hannah come out, come tell America, say, Andrew Holness have it under control. Like seriously, little girl? And you're looking at the camera and talking, well, you never know. So we'll go watch foreign news. Wicked.
Lisa, what are you seeing yourself and hearing from Jamaicans about the scope of the damage on the island?
First of all, thanks for having me on. Hi, Erwin. So the scope is devastating. It's unprecedented in terms of a crisis, but I just want to make it very clear that all of Jamaica is not decimated. It is the southwest and the northwest parishes that have basically, as I said before on one of your programs, been almost apocalyptic. So you have St. James, Hanover, places in Trelawney, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland that appear to have and certainly feel like it has had a nuclear bomb fall on it. But certainly Kingston was spared, and some of the central areas and the eastern part of Jamaica, which is still open. Certainly Kingston doesn't appear as if Melissa even came over. We have lost roofs in some places and electricity. I was listening to the lady and she's right, because the power lines are still down and we have no electricity in some of those places. It's difficult to pump water, but the government is on top of things. They have the army in place. There's been tremendous international aid that is coming in from across the world. Jamaicans are pulling their weight and doing yeoman service in terms of getting aid to people, food. And so now there are command centers that are being established. There are committees that are in place. And the diaspora is really working to send aid in, as well as the diplomatic community and the multilateral community. So yes, it is an unprecedented crisis for us, but we're resilient and we're working through it.
Criminal, here's a message for the government. The people of Parity, a lot of them during and after the hurricane get juked by nail and they can't get no medical assistance. Lisa Hanna. Black River Pharmacy, Lisa Hanna. No medication. Somebody go down there sick and they could have only give them 2 toto pill to them buy a rest of pharmacy. Pharmacy where we don't have Lisa Hanna. Kevar Bennett, my cousin, empty your pharmacy and Mandeville and carry down a Parity. Only for people down there, them blood pressure and diabetic medication, they not have. Empty your pharmacy, Kevar, and service Parity people, service centers with people, care whatever you have down there from your pharmacy. It's your community. We haven't find government not find way yet, but Babs the concert a start in a 11-day time. How insensitive. That's after them sacrifice with. But they have to do them feast while the blood is fresh. That's a sacrifice go. As a sacrifice go. Ask any Obia man, and if you don't know no Obia man, and ask a revivalist. If after a sacrifice, there isn't a big feast, there isn't a big song and dance. Ask. You see to me, fool? What kind of mood the nation is in at the moment when we are crying? We, the pan roadside, sit down and beg for food and water, and the government arrange song and dance and don't get to it yet. And you think we shouldn't be fucking angry? And them thing people burn down city for. But globalists, I go about my business because them people are piss me off. These people are pissing me off. Because them say the resources out there, them say we cut off. When we can send food from Old Harbor Parity, but the government can't get it there. Then can come around Hilltop Sharon. We send people from I don't know for Cherry them and possible not done by dealer them bust out. So you can access the community via Darkest coming Hilltop or from over Hopel or so on. So the community not close off as how them a make it. The community not no man, people are drive from don't follow them when they say lampposts and this and that. We send people. Oh yeah, me know say you President probably no remember that route, but coming from Crane, yes, them can get into the community, but there are other routes into the community because people are going in and out of the community. We contact them from Old Harbor and them have to buy the food Spanish Town, Old Harbor, and Maypen because of the food rationing that is going on in those parishes at the moment. You could even get everything you want in a Spanish Town or Old Harbor. You have to buy liquor because the supermarket them now make you take up too much of one item. That is going on all the way up to Spanish Town. So imagine we don't have a way under the we not have supermarket figure. We don't have supermarket figure. Let me show you one of a cherry them. Sharon, hold on. I'm going to show you for Basil. Let me show you for Basil first. Hold on, let me show you the Basil. There ought to be a standalone video with Basil, isn't it? All right, let me show you this one first. This is half a parrot. This is half a cherry. Half a Miss Hessie, them yard, man, our mother. Oh, I have it. Sorry, Sharon. Sorry. I had this total wrong thing in. Beg your pardon. Oh, sorry. Oh, what happened here, so? No, you go back. Yes. Sorry, I had the wrong thing in. That I don't have a cherry then. Yes, our barrel them from this side. Everything is going Kingston as well. Because that's the more capable port at the moment. So that's how they cross back and forth to the cutoff section of the community. Then this is out at Johnny Key now, Sharon. Out them mash up.
This is ground zero at the Party Fishing Beach. Ground zero. Big bad choppy.
Basil,
Touch of
Basil
glass.
upstairs place that you know.
Holy man can't tell you. We're happening in a storm. Live. Out at Party Beach. Looking at the great choppy. Only man in Party is living in him house. And take the whole of the weather them. Left, right, and center. Only man you can hear from himself. Live and direct out of Party. This is Mr. Benny Choppy. Tell the crowd what happened out to you, Choppy. Tell them. Give them an introduction.
The same. We're going in.
Who?
Come down.
Who? Tabby is who come. Give them an introduction, Choppy. Tell them where Sam shit up.
Rough.
Tell them say this you never been through for your 50 odd year per earth.
Never.
Yeah? This is the only man that practice. See everything he can tell you history. In the place. Same building there. He tied down himself in there, sir. See there? He never come
Right.
out that
This orange building keeled over on the shoreline that you're looking on. That's all that left of it is the upstairs bit. The downstairs bit is buried by sand. No steam fish anymore, Sharon. None of those glorious soup where Basil do cook. None of those glorious steam fish or roast fish. And just that, our community is destroyed. People will not understand. If you don't know Party, you won't understand. Trust me. Sharon will understand. She know Party to a degree. You wouldn't understand if you don't know. Them destroy we. They have destroyed us.
them himself. I want man hear me in there ball and I beat down the place. I tie down himself in there. So if Party, I go down with it.
Can we treat people with implants who have gum disease? It's who the solution was actually designed
They
for.
have destroyed us. They have flattened us. They want to drive fear into us.
And Melissa wasn't random. Was it planned?
They want us to run away from our lands using climate change and all sorts of other fuckery. The MP who was there, the MP who have a house on that stretch of coastline, yes, Floyd Green. Nobody can find you. If they no go look pan Shaggy page, Party people no see Floyd Green. When they call Floyd Green phone ring without an answer. Me did one or no? And when Mr. Floyd Green sacrifice or no? Because the city and the South Coast tourism on inner them way. How long Black River people and Party people will get take to understand it? On inner they way. On inner they way. Charities reach to Party people. Charity organization get to Party people. And the government not reach there yet. The government say, oh, they're cut off. Oh, it's difficult. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. People that they will get juked by nail. People drown after the hurricane right in the big pop out. What we play there. Because people, nobody no care. Floyd Green no care. Floyd Green no want to know. They're just playing and acting busy. We have to be coordinated. We're ministers, so we have to be at Kingston coordinating things at the ministerial level. That's the bullshit you all voted for. Not even like how you say other MPs upon the ground and work to try to get resources to their people. Not Floyd Green. Not Floyd Green.
And Melissa wasn't random. Was it planned? Follow the Vision 2030 money. Hear me out. Let me break it down.
I know I'm a life and relationship coach, and this is totally off topic for me. But as a fellow Jamaican, I had to do some research. They're pushing Jamaica electric while people starve. Hurricane Melissa just devastated Jamaica. Homes destroyed, lives shattered. People can't even afford to eat. And now they want to push Vision 2030. Electric vehicles, smart cities, digital surveillance, connecting the whole island to the grid. Let me get this straight. Jamaicans are struggling to rebuild after a hurricane. Food prices are through the roof. No breads, no eggs. Farms destroyed. People are starving. Shelves empty. No ground provision. Every banana planting and cocoa tree blow down. And your solution is to go electric? Buy electric cars? Install smart meters? Jamaica just unlocked 1.5 billion US dollars. But who will benefit from this? This is the same playbook. Fires, Malibu, North Carolina. Remember that one? Disaster hits. Land gets cheap. Corporations buy it up. Then force green agendas on people who can't afford it. Weather manipulation is documented. Cloud seeding. Do your research. HAARP technology is real. Ex-CIA director John Brennan confirmed it publicly. So when a hurricane conveniently hits right before a major infrastructure push, that's not conspiracy. That's strategy. They want Jamaica connected to their grid, controlled, monitored, compliant. And they'll use climate solution to do it while Jamaicans suffer. They're not hiding it anymore. The question is, are you paying attention? Things and times are changing. Everything is gonna go digital. Stay woke.
The question is this morning. My final question is his question. Are you paying attention? Thank you very much for being here with us this morning on Global TV. Me heading in a right place, globalist. Me a mad. Me a mad out. But we'll join you back later on to continue. Because even though we're focusing on getting help to our people, we have to let the people know the state of play. It is important to understand the state of play that we are engaged. We have been engaged in at the moment. If we don't understand it, we're going to get swallowed up in it. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come and I, Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first and four. Make up what I seen to make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. Big man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Big man throw one stone, sell a house, I sell out Babylon. Yes, talk on the Friday. Even Joe and Stone, and it bring a bad feeling to a wicked man. Oh, what a black thing, even Joe and Stone, and it bring a bad feeling to a wicked man. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big man Joe and Stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big man Joe and Stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man Joe and Stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.